Homotoxicity. What does it mean and how can I apply it to my life? I'm just going to show you this in this very short slide presentation so you get some idea how you can actually use it. So, homotoxicology. The word means, or it's derived from three components: homo, meaning man or human; toxic, meaning poison or toxin; and from the Greek logos, meaning the study of or science of. So therefore, homotoxicology literally means the study of toxins in humans. And to the side there's a book, if you want to know more about this, that you can read up about, which is probably the first book on it. We'll go into a little deeper in the next slide. The term homotoxicity was coined by the German physician, Dr. Hans Regwick, and it was a bridge between classical homeopathy and conventional medicine. So a quote from him: "This model shows how the body maintains self-regulation with respect to a toxic assault. The description of disease is not a problem, but it's the body's logical, intelligent response to the true underlying problem." And in the next slides, we'll show you the different phases on how the body deals with a toxic assault. So in this slide, we have the 6 phases of homotoxicology. And so these are the different phases that the body goes through. And if the first phase is successful, then obviously it won't go on to the second. But if it's suppressed, then it goes deeper and deeper into our bodies. So the first phase is excretion. Second, inflammation. Third is deposition. Impregnation. Fifth, degeneration. And 6, de-differation. And I'm probably pronouncing that pretty badly. But anyway, we're going to go into some depth in the next few slides. So the first phase we have is excretion. And we've all had, a runny nose. Sometimes we've been sick, we vomited, or we've got diarrhea, or coughing, bringing up mucus from the body. But this is a way of just getting rid of toxins. It's a very natural way of doing it. And so we want to just let that happen. But if we suppress it, then it will go deeper. So here we have the inflammation phase. And so we've suppressed the first phase, and now it's going to go a little bit deeper just to remind us that it's not having a good time, our body. So we have perhaps inflammation on the skin, itchy red blotches, might have achy joints, and sometimes, we might get almost feel like an asthma attack happening. All it's doing is it's just irritating us, and it's just pointing out that something's not quite right. And again, if we suppress that by taking inhalers or getting steroids, yes, then we're suppressing it again, and it will go on to the third stage. So all these signs are showing us that the body wants to get rid of toxins, and we've now going into the deposition phase, where the toxins are deposited in the intracellular spaces between the cells. So they're not actually impregnating them, but they're just again going deeper into our system. So you could have more dermatitis. Skin issues are a lot more serious and more painful. Gallstones, and then you might have swollen lymph glands, and then obviously what we call the smoker's cough. And these are just a few, and this is just telling us, yes, it wants to get rid of it, but now it can't do very much, and it's actually getting deeper into our human bodies. Not to say it can't be reversed, but it's definitely getting a little bit more into the tissue side of things. So now we have the impregnation stage, phase 4. So now the toxins are being deposited inside the cell. And this is just a way of packaging them up. They can't get them out, so what we're going to do with them, we're now going to package them into the cells. But this means that actually those toxins are now going to be deposited around the body. So you've got rheumatoid arthritis, eczema, autoimmune disorders, where people can't find out where they're coming from. But in this, you'll realise actually it's been coming on for some time. Asthma, nerve problems, so multiple sclerosis, things being diagnosed there. So really it is taking hold. But again, it can be reversed if you clean up your act. So yes, we'll go on to the 5th slide. So this is the degeneration phase. You've got the toxins inside the cells, and really after a while they can't deal with it. And also there may be more toxins coming in, and the body just goes, I'm overwhelmed. So you've got all these diseases, disorders, and then they're talking about the types of cells required for transplantation. When really, actually, if you cleaned the whole problem of the toxins up, you wouldn't have to do this. So you've got Alzheimer's, you've got diabetes, cardiovascular, liver, multiple sclerosis, osteoarthritis, spinal cord injuries. So all those require those cells. And then obviously on the other side, shows you a little bit about how the osteoarthritis actually happens. And literally it is the breakdown. The body is breaking down now. It's going, giving you some signs, and you keep suppressing it. And in that phase, there's probably more toxins coming in. So you're taking medication now. You're feeling a little bit distressed by it. So the emotional quality starts to come in as well. So all these signs are actually also impacting the body. So it's sort of, creating more stress for the body and having to deal with that. So here we have the phase 6, de-differentiation, which is a long word, and I try to pronounce it as best I can. But really what it means is the neoplastic changes in the cells. And what does that mean? It means the body is trying to get rid of the toxins. It can't get it out. And so now it's packaging it up into these really damaged cells, clumping them together, and what we would form now is a cancer or a tumour. And it will push it to an edge of usually a big organ. So we have skin, liver, so any large organ, and that will be pushed to the edge. It's trying to dispose of it. And by this time, you're talking about 10, 15 years, depending on the age of the person. The younger you are, the quicker it can morph. But the older you are, it's taken a bit of time to get there. So again, it's not, it's not a death sentence. It means that you've just got to clean your act up. And that's usually when we get to that phase 6, is where people start to make major changes in their life. They leave their stressful job or their relationship, they clean up their diet, they move to a place where there's more clean air. So they realise actually that they've poisoned themselves. And so for them, it's, yes, you can see people get healed from their cancers. But again, it's the way the body is dealing with those toxins. So what does this mean? It means you have a choice. When we're in phase 1, we can just allow our bodies to heal. We can rest. We can eat proper food. We can just allow the body to come back into balance again. But if we suppress it by taking pharmaceuticals, or we allow more stresses to come into our lives in the form of toxins, whether it's environmental, through our own food choices or lack of food choices, then we add more toxins on top of the toxins. And it's got to go somewhere, and the body has to deal with it. And it's very clever. It packages it up. And so now we start to get, we said we get more skin or, brain fog, all those things that we think, what's going on? And then, we might take a few more pharmaceuticals. And so it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Until if you do keep suppressing it, then you start to see, the phase 6 is coming into people's lives. But again, as I said, it's fixable if you understand the phases and you understand really it's just the body's really clever way of packaging it up and trying to take it out of the body. So if you want any more information, then you can go to my Facebook page, Wellness Through Knowledge and Wisdom, and ask me questions there. And yes, I just want to say thank you for watching. It's a really easy subject to understand. And when you've got that, you realise that you actually have the power to bring your body back into balance. So once again, if you want to know more information, then go to my Facebook page, Wellness Through Knowledge and Wisdom, and leave me a message there. And I look forward to speaking to you with another one of my slideshows. Thank you again for watching. Have a really good week.